said nobody likes her in the rancho.
No.
Years cheated on me while I was pregnant last year and got that girl pregnant as well.
Llegaban en diciembre a bajar los novios, yo no. I've heard that when cheaters cheat on women, typically is when they're pregnant. Like
what?
That. Yeah.
Wait, how do you know, Armando?
I've Dang, this is a brand new setup. This is a little different. It feels like I'm at an office interview trying to get a job.
Man, I love it. And like I told you, I got the look again.
Yeah. So today, you guys, welcome first of all to the Cruda Realidad podcast. Today we are featuring the one and only Juani.
Hi.
And we have Lily Bay in the house too, right?
Hi guys.
Cool,
Aquí estoy como siempre, you know.
But yeah, first of all, thanks for inviting us to Houston, Texas.
Of course.
Yeah,
I love bringing people down here.
Yeah, and this is way more than I expected. You guys, not only did she give us a whole store tour, she gave us a whole nother warehouse tour, which is brand new. Mm-hmm. And now we're in an office that she has también. Again, another these are three separate locations, okay?
So far.
And then she gives us her Jeep for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, you even got it cleaned. You got like the ¿cómo se llama? The cushions all nicely oiled and everything.
I'm over there riding, sliding slowly. I'm just kidding.
I'm like, yo, ¿cómo te dije que my expectations from now on is going to be like up here, anytime I
just
go
like to
somewhere.
take care of you guys. And they came all the way here for this. And like, it means a lot, you know?
No.
You guys have always supported Rockham and Juani. And that's the least I could do.
Yeah. No, when we see you like a friend, like we could have gone to your house, slept on the couch. Like it wouldn't have been a big deal for us at all, right, babe?
Yeah, that's what we, well, for the people wondering why we're in Houston, we're actually here for a meet and greet tomorrow. Mm-hmm. By the time you guys see this, the meet and greet has passed. So let's talk about how great the meet and greet was. It was amazing, right?
Yeah, it was like you got affirmations, baby. It was amazing.
I was not expecting that much people there. It was crazy.
Oh my god,
I got so lit. Most likely.
Yeah, you still hungover? But you guys, happy Tuesday for the people watching us on Tuesday. Super excited for tomorrow, which is the meet and greet. Banda,
DJ.
Micheladas, DJ. Chamuenito, Lily and Bay, Rock and Boots. ¿Qué más? What am I missing?
Like,
I was not expecting all this, Juani. I just thought we're just going to post up. You know, people are going to come say what's up, party with us. Pero no, she went all out. I'm super excited.
Yeah. And I know I keep bringing this up, but you guys also came on World Series weekend. So I feel like that's a huge deal because I know you guys know that Houston people, we love Houston and we love our Houston team. So like
we know.
A badass weekend to be here, you know?
I didn't even know that. I had no idea until we actually came for a baby shower as well. And they brought a whole big, like, 80-inch TV to go put outside the baby shower to watch the game.
Wait. And I hope I'm right. Shout outs to the Houston Astros for winning the World Series.
We're
champions.
Gonna win.
Yeah. Super excited. Badass parade tomorrow. It's going to be lit. Hopefully I'm not wrong.
I went to the last one and it was crazy. Like, it was badass. So let's hope for that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Today... Not the parade probably won't be tomorrow, but maybe you guys can stick around for the parade. So
when is the parade usually?
I would say maybe like 2 days after.
2 days after.
Oh, okay.
So
maybe Monday.
Maybe Monday, hopefully.
Hopefully. Oh my God,
that'd be
imagine.
great. But yeah,
I'm excited.
Moving kind of away from World Series and all that, the reason that I like coming to Houston is just like a hustle town. Like, there's so many businesses here. Everyone has a business. Todos le están echando ganas.
Yes.
That's just like super motivating when we come here. ¿Sí o no, babe?
Yeah, everybody we meet has something going on. Whether it's you have your Rock'em, people have like michelada spots, people have just so much, right? I feel like every single person we've ever met, they have a business going for them, which is dope.
Does that make it hard for you or motivating for you?
It's definitely motivating. I feel like more than anything, el sol sale para todos. I always feel like that as well myself. So I feel like looking at so many people just out there trying to make it and doing all kinds of strategies to make it happen, just motivates you.
That's
like,
true.
si ellos pueden, yo también puedo, you know?
That's true. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah, super pushy. I want to start with my first question here. Talk to us about super early beginning baby Juani. Like, are you originally from Houston?
Tell us.
Did you get here at 2 years old? When did you get to Houston? Like, desde el principio.
Okay, starts crying. Just kidding. So, I'm from San Luis. Love San Luis. Always been repping San Luis. We go back every year. Me vine para acá at 10 years old. Okay. So we moved out here. We came for like a summer just to kind of check out the premises.
Really?
We actually were going to move into Longview, which is a really small town here in Texas.
Okay.
And my parents went there. They didn't like it. So we moved back to Mexico, and then they decided for Houston. Best decision ever. We love Houston. I get here at 10. Fourth grade. So I did elementary. By the time I was done with middle school, ya había aprendido inglés, ya le estaba echando ganas, you know? By the time I was in high school, ya estaba como que más used to, like, the environment here, so.
And when did you decide, or at what age did you decide or know that this was going to be what you did? Rock'em.
Rock'em, you know what? It's crazy, and I always talk about it because that same year when I started Rock'em, or a couple of months before I started Rock'em, I tweeted, I will have a business before the end of the year. I don't know what, but I will have a business. At this time, I wasn't even like in contact with my business partner. I had met him maybe about 3 years prior, and then just lost contact with him. So no idea that he was even going to reach out. But a couple months after, he reaches out. But it was going to be just like a hobby for both of us.
Yeah.
Open up Rock'em, 2 to 3 months in, we see the potential. And he was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to make the move first. I'm going to quit my job. He had been at his job for years. I would say a little over 10 years.
Wow.
So he's like, I'm going to quit my job, but I want you to be okay. Because I was at my dream job. I was doing HR. Loved HR. I love the corporate world as well. So he's like, I want to make sure that you're okay before we make the move, you know? Let me handle it. I hired employees before I even worked full-time here. And then in that same year, I think like 6 months after, quit my job.
Wow.
Yeah, here we are now. I think like best decision I could have made.
In less than 2 years, right?
Yeah. We've been on for about 2 years and a half around there.
As I said at the beginning, she took us to 3 different locations, you guys. And when we saw her last year, we came in June.
In June, yeah.
She took us to the store. Y ahí mismo in the store, like, the storefront area was a little smaller than what it is today. And then the back was technically the warehouse.
Yeah.
And you guys would ship from there también, right?
Yeah.
Which again, when we saw it last year, we were already like, what?
Yeah, I remember.
It was so big. Like there were so you guys have so much inventory. You guys the whole store is super, super nice, super Western vibes. And yeah, it was way more than I expected because I didn't know what to expect, right? And then this year we come and she's like, oh yeah, we're gonna record a little bit, do like a little tour, you know. And the whole time I'm like, oh, we're just gonna record la tienda and
the
just,
back,
you know, everything how kind of we did last year, but this year recorded, right?
Yeah.
No, you guys, no, it was not that. They literally changed up the whole store, made it way bigger. Then they got a second location exclusively for wholesale and for warehouse space. And now, ahorita donde estamos is the third location, which is an office space, which is not only, don't think it's just this little room, okay? There's like maybe 10 extra rooms attached to this as an office space.
There's a lot.
So yeah, badass, girl. That shit is badass.
So
it's hyping me up.
It's tough to ask this question because I kind of shot myself on the foot. I kind of saw that this would be in 5 years, but where do you see Rock'em in 5 years? This is where I kind of saw Rock'em in 5 years. I'm like, I came last year, and this looks like a 5-year growth. But what do you? How do you see Rock'em? Where do you see Rock'em in 5 years?
I think our goal is to first take over Texas. I mean, we're in Texas. You know, everyone wears cowboy boots here and hats, so. Maybe 2 to 3, 4, maybe 5 stores in Houston. Maybe go on to Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, and then we want to take over LA. After Texas, LA is our biggest consumer, so we want to go to after LA and hopefully like expand to where like the stores can be our main source of income.
That's badass.
Yeah,
the stores. Got
because wait, what was my question?
Let's see. Lily Bay's question.
Go ahead. I'll come to me.
So you say stores. Are you trying to like go away from online or just have both with a like large following also online and the stores?
I'm trying to have both. but I don't want like online to be my main source, just because online is so much more like stores is a lot of work, but online is a lot more like expense wise, like business people know that when you do online, you have to cover shipping, you have to get supplies, boxes, bags, polymillers, tape, I don't know, everything. I feel like it's just, there's so many moving parts
there is
to online that is just a little more time consuming than if I would just to have stores.
And it's easier for a customer, more convenient for a customer to come to your store, try on the boot, try on 2 other different sizes and make the purchase versus online. You got to ship it. It fits a little tight, so now we got to return it and things like that.
And us that we ship a lot, I feel like it sounds harder to ship out even 2 boxes of boots. 3. Imagine if somebody orders like 5.
That's crazy.
How much is the shipping for that? That's a huge freaking box,
Yeah, and we charge a standard shipping, and sometimes like for LA, I'm talking about $30, $40, $50 on just shipping. So it's a lot of moving parts. Yeah.
But I remember my question, you guys. See, it takes a little bit, but it'll come. My question is, because obviously, as you saw earlier in our conversation, I don't know about as far as brands and stuff in the Western community. Is there like competition, or is there even a brand here in the United States, Mexican owned, that's botas, like Western wear?
Yeah, there's a lot of competition in the Western wear brands,
but like big. Like,
yeah. There's a lot, and I think ever since we started in pandemic, I feel like a lot of people, that's cuando se echaron las ganas o la motivación de empezar businesses. So ever since we've started, we've had a lot of big competitors that are out there right now in the Western industry. Hell yeah.
Is there one that's like let's say the Nike of Western wear, but Mexican owned?
Mexican?
That big is what I'm trying to say.
I feel like, I mean, we have Cuadra. Cuadra is pretty big. That's like the nicest.
They're from here, or they're from Mexico?
They're from Mexico.
Oh, you see, well, that's Mexico. What I'm saying. I want to know.
Like here in the U.S.? I don't think so. I think we're really taking a lead when it comes to that. And I think it's because I also do social media, so
that's
kind of
badass.
Advantage.
That's my
I have
question.
friends like, taking it back to the whole meet and greet, like I have connections, I have friends that do social media that have really helped out the business. And I wouldn't have done this, and it wouldn't have been this big to this magnitude without those connections, And so that's why I'm so thankful for everybody that like ever has helped me out. Anytime you ask for anything, I'm like, no, you don't pay. I'm going to ship it. It's free.
Always.
It's just because I'm so thankful. This is all because of the support. And like, I don't think anybody understands like la gratitud que tengo yo with everybody that has helped out, because that literally is a huge part. I mean, social media is like it right now. You know?
Well, I feel like you're going to be that person, the biggest Mexican American here in the U.S. brand for Western wear. Like, I could totally see that. That's why that was my question, because I'm like, whenever I need botas or anything, I always just go to rock them. Well, basically botas and like Western wear, right? Always rock them, because off the top of my head, I can't think of nothing. And in Florida, you guys know we don't really have much, right? We do have Boot Barn.
Yeah, Boot Barn.
Pero it's more,
también.
they don't have, remember how I told you, like, who picks out your clothes and stuff, because it's so cute, because over there at the Boot Barns and stuff, it's like your typical old school button-up shirts with like the
T-shirts.
With like, no, not even, they'll have like the toros and stuff on the shirts, like super old school. So that's how I was like, where do people get stuff? So I feel like you're going to be the next one.
I know, and I know that most brands, that's what I was saying, T-shirts, like just get like the Ariat brands and like all of that, what is the other one? Rock Revival, like things like that.
Girl, I don't know.
all these Western accounts that actually we haven't even been able to open up accounts with them. So when you can't bring them, you make them yourself. You gotta like step up, and whatever they can't sell you, you make it. You make it happen for you. So
well, I was telling her earlier, like I love the vibe that she puts out for your Western wear, like the fact that you create your own the whole outfit. Like you can literally walk into her store and come out with the whole outfit. Shoes, belt, hats, shirts, pants, whatever. A whole outfit. Like, if I wanted to right now, she would dress me all vaquera, right?
From the warehouse, from the store, for sure.
Like,
hasta los calzones te pone.
Con little French.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. I basically just wanted to create, like, something that nobody else was doing in the Western industry. Because I feel like when you think, like, Western or vaquera, muchas veces you think about the button-ups,
Yeah.
y el pantaloncito like va abajo del waist, y las botas, and the little, no, let's step it up,
Yeah,
you know?
You're doing great because anytime we have a jaripeo or anything out there, that's what I do. I go onto your website and I look for inspo. Like, okay, how can I wear this? Because we're obviously not vaqueros like that. We're way more streetwear. So I have my head is like blank when it comes to
oversized
jaripeo.
t-shirts.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, can I wear my oversized shirt and a biker short? No, so I always go onto your page. And I'll get like inspo and I'll be like, damn, she's literally just wearing sometimes a dress with boots. I would have never, just like little things that I would have never thought about, you know?
Yeah.
But real quick, before we move on, you did touch base on something that I'm interested in you talking about because I've been hearing a lot of the negative side to it, but I want you that you have a business too to give me your opinion. You know how you said that you use or that you've worked with a lot of influencers and without a lot of them, you guys wouldn't probably be here or whatever. I've been seeing a lot on TikTok, a lot of brands, companies, and even like people that do hair and all this, a lot of companies, pues, that they'll talk about, oh, no, we don't do influencers because X, and X, because they just don't see that.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I see that, and all I can think is that, like, either they don't know. So I guess the only way I can see it the way I see it is because I'm an influencer.
Yeah.
So I see the potential that I've done for other brands.
Yeah.
For example, my business partner had never worked with influencers. So he had no idea that there was this other world.
Yeah.
So again, like when I see TikToks like that, I just feel like it makes no sense because the power one shout out or one story can have on your store. I mean, like, you know, sometimes we'll have somebody post one boot and it's like sell out right away. You know, when I've been posting it in 10 different ways so that you guys can buy them, but this person posts it one time and it's like sold.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like we have to start taking them or giving them credit for the amount that they do because it's our salesperson.
Yeah. Well, when I see that, también, I just shake my head like.
Yeah.
It's sad that you don't know any better, and I do get it. Like, I'm sure that maybe they've had a bad experience because I know there's a lot of influencers out there that their insights and stuff is not as good. Maybe they're bought followers or whatever, and so maybe some brands have had bad experiences. That's why they feel that way. But that's why you got to do your research as a brand and look for influencers that actually have
engagement,
like good engagement with their following and stuff, because again, we're now considered influencers también, but when we started off we were just business owners. We didn't start off as influencers, so we see how much they've helped us grow too. We see how it can benefit both sides, you know?
Yeah.
So when I see TikToks like this, and I've even heard recently somebody say like, oh yeah, like with the attitude, like we don't work with influencers. I'm just like, man, I feel so bad for you because if you did, I know who,
oh, you're gonna put them out?
I'm not gonna put, I'll put him out. But I don't know the person. One of my friends is learning how to do LED signs, right? And her teacher specifically told her, don't work with influencers. Like, you don't have to do that. You know, we specifically don't do it on purpose because we've gotten to where we're at for whatever, you know? And I'm like, why? Why did he tell you that?
I'm like, why would you I've heard people say, we got to where we got by ourselves. We done it on our own. Why do you want to take that road if there's an easier road to success?
Or the new way.
Or the new way.
Okay, you've gotten to this level. Yeah. Maybe they could help you get to the next level. Because the growth is, it never has an ending. You can grow and grow and grow and grow and sell and sell and sell. So why would you cap yourself, you know?
And I feel like it goes back to what you say. Maybe it's because these people don't know how to do the research.
Yeah.
Because I'm an influencer, I had the knowledge of what a good influencer with engagement look like versus a bad one. You know what I mean? Like, but even I've made the mistake. I mean, I'm not going to say names, but I've sent boots to someone that had 1.6 million, I believe, and that
Let me see. Who has 1.6 million?
last year. So they're probably bigger now.
Yeah.
Got us maybe 1 or 2 sales.
That's
and
crazy.
I've sent to someone that has 15K and they've got us at least 10, 15
Yeah.
sales, you
Yeah.
know? So sometimes you just have to study your market. And
Yeah.
I feel like these people are your ad, you know? An ad, there might be an ad that might hit, there might be an ad that might
Yeah.
not.
You
just
know, it's
never know.
kinda a hit or miss.
And it's business at the end of the day. But what we do, and I see what you do too, is like we have friendships and we have business. So like, for example, I feel like we have a friendship here, and we also have a business friendship.
Yeah.
So like that works together. That works great with a lot of in Juanis. We send out to other influencers too. Sometimes they don't work, but we still have that friendship with them. So it's just about just running the business smoothly and naturally. That's what I feel.
Being organic.
Organic.
Yeah.
That's the word I was looking for. For sure. But yeah. I feel like this whole interview is rocking, which is amazing.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
I do want to know a little more about Juani. If at Juany Yasmin wasn't Juany Yasmin with 100K followers on Instagram, is it more or is it 100K? Por ahí va?
106.
Okay,
Yeah.
106.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6.
6K more ish.
What would you be doing? Like, is there something that you were passionate about before? Where would you be?
I feel like I would be in business somehow
Mm-hmm.
because since I was younger, I always looked for an extra source of income. So I was working at a school. I was a choreographer at some point. Don't ask me to dance now because my dance would just
You were a choreographer?
I was doing quinceañera choreographies.
Oh, okay.
No, like small choreographies, and then I was also doing makeup for a while. I did party coordinations for a while, so I feel like I would be somewhere like owning my own business.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
So always into business
I
for
was
sure,
always
for sure.
into that. Yeah,
And you were
Be my own
doing,
boss.
you still are doing YouTube, but you started
Yeah.
YouTube 5 years ago. And you were telling me que you were like on top of it.
Yeah.
That's badass too.
Yeah, I was on top of it for about like maybe 3 years, and that's how I grew my channel. But then after I got married, we got pregnant, and then that just kind of took a toll. It's mom life. I got lost for a little bit, but I'm back. So they want to follow me. I'm back. I'm trying.
We're gonna leave her information down below in the comments
Yeah.
so you guys go check
I'm
her out.
definitely trying to be back.
A lot of people see the glamour. A lot of people see the light in business, like te va bien, and you have all these cars. You have an amazing house. What's the hardest part of owning a business?
I think not like they see all of that, but they don't see the time that's consumed behind it. I'm kind of married to this baby right now, and I'm here most of the time, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Going home and sometimes even having to take the work with you. It's a lot of sacrifices. You have to sacrifice whether you want to make it happen or you don't, And I'm choosing to make it happen. I'm already 2 years in, so hopefully on my way out.
And you love it.
Yeah.
And now your husband is with. Have you talked about do people know that he's also like
Part of the team?
Like I think he does more sales than Juani now. He's
What?
like, oh yeah, she was
Yeah, he
telling
tells me all the time, I should be the owner of the
Yeah,
store. Like,
yeah.
I'm the one that runs the store.
Yeah,
But earlier que llegaste, he's like, ahí viene la patrona.
Yeah, that's what he calls me over there, la patrona.
You guys, we can totally tell how much passion they have to this store because they're always so happy. You walk into the store, like we said, we saw her husband earlier, super happy. Like he just has a glow to his face. I was telling you, wait,
Yeah.
I'm like, why does he have a glow?
Goals.
Yeah, like we met Tonio over 2 years ago at La Comadre's birthday before Catalina was born.
Yeah.
And I was telling her, like, when we first met him, he was more
To
like
himself?
to himself.
Yeah.
And now, like, since Catalina's birthday around that time, he seems so much more like happy and
Energetic.
just more energy, talking. Like, do you think Rockham has to do a big deal with that? The fact that he's
Definitely. I feel like work-wise, obviously he's more comfortable now. He used to do welding, so it was like hard labor. So
Yeah,
now he's
for
more
sure.
chill, he gets to be the boss.
Yeah.
He gets to do the orders instead of
Yeah.
receive them. And then aside from that, nunca estuvimos mal que tú digas que we struggle with money, but now being able to like take these vacations and enjoy them and be fine with like, I don't know, our bills being up to date, it's comfort,
Or him not
that
having-
can like, he doesn't have to stress over it
Yeah.
because now he knows that he's like part of what's making us like be this stable or comfortable right
And
now.
I was telling her it's badass that he came into it and he loves it. He's like so on it, back and forth, lo miras, and that's badass. Because imagínate if he would have started, and it wasn't his cup, or if he hated it, you know, things could have gone south with that. But no, al contrario, he's up there and he's like loving it.
And I was telling her that like he doesn't even want to take any days off. Sometimes he works like the whole straight.
He goes every day.
Monday through Sunday.
Crazy.
Yeah, and she has to tell him no, you don't have to go. You know, at least you know, take a day off.
So you guys are open all week?
Yeah, we're open all week.
Monday to Sunday.
We do not rest at Rockham. We're open Monday through Sunday. So sometimes he works all week. And I'm like, you don't have to do that. Like, you're going to get burned out eventually. I know you're enjoying it. I know you're having fun. But take a day, like a rest, you know? And even when he's out, I think this week was the first time he took Thursday off. And he was calling the whole time, like, how's it going? What about this? What about that? And we were like, dude, take the day off. Like, stop calling us. Like, we're okay, you know?
Well, I think because when you love something, it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah.
You know, like for us, like, we love being at the warehouse. We love being with the girls. We love everything about Juany. So for us, we could be there literally. Well, we are sometimes. We leave sometimes, like, it's dark outside already. But to us, it doesn't feel like work. You know, we're just
like your safe space.
Literally, we leave at that time because we're like, okay, we literally have to go eat. You know? Literally, that's the only reason.
I mean, luckily we don't have kids at the moment, so you know we could be in there till midnight.
Yeah.
You know, it's no big deal. But talking about Juany's, you know, tell us about your new shirt.
You guys, I've been wearing this shirt since we first got it made, and I've had so many people ask me, when is it dropping? When is it dropping? When is it dropping? It is dropping very, very soon, like within the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Maybe sooner. I'll say a week.
So be on the lookout. It is our fall drop. We still got to do a whole photo shoot. We're leaving to LA on Monday. We're going to go do a photo shoot, and
Yeah, hay que chambear, and this is going to take us to our break. But when we come back from the break, we actually got on Instagram and posted assumptions about Juany. So let's see what they're going to say, and we'll be right back, you guys. Welcome back. We're back. How's the break? ¿Todo bien?
Good.
Okay, todo bien. We're going to go straight into the assumptions. We asked on Instagram. These are juicy.
Are they?
I screenshot 5. Number 1. We're going to get your, you know, I'm going to read it, and then you're going to let me know what you think or whatever you want to say about it.
Gotcha.
All right. She doesn't like California.
I love California.
Would you ever move there?
Not to live.
No?
Little fast paced. I feel like Houston's already fast paced, but California se lo lleva. So no, definitely not.
She wears the pants in the relationship.
Toño, don't watch this ad. No sé qué. No, I think it's 50-50.
50-50?
Yeah, I think so too. From what I've seen,
Who wears the pants in our relationship? What?
You don't think so? I think I wear the pants, babe.
Nah.
Forget that. Just tell him.
I don't like conflict. So if there's something that I want to fight about, I do. But other than that, we agree.
No, I don't feel like I wear it. It's my way or the highway. Luckily, our relationship is very. We think the same about everything. We've never had like I think one side, he thinks the other side of things, and then it's my way. No, it's usually. We like the same thing, literally, on everything. So I'm just messing with you.
How about you guys? Is it like that or what?
Like I said, I think we're 50-50. But I could see why people think that because he's not really on social media. So si salgo diciendo algo, yo salgo. You know, I'm the one posting him. So it could seem like that. But
that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know him, okay? El Toño calladito que ven ahí is not who he is in the background.
Believe me, he could put his foot down.
He puts me in my place.
Like,
the party.
Cálmate.
You want to tell me?
Yeah, I was. That was my fault. That was my fault.
Man, I'm never asking Mando que me haga un paro again.
Go ahead, tell him, and then I'll tell him my side of the story.
Okay. So at Catalina's party, I think I was gonna go do the interview, right?
We were doing the confession camp.
Yeah, the confession. Mm-hmm. And the back end. And Mando was like, go, I got you with the baby. The baby was sleeping in the stroller. So I left, and then all I see is que viene Lily, corre. Oh my God, hurry. I think Toño's mad because you left the baby by itself. And I was like, no, I left her with Mando. And then I look, and Toño is with the baby like,
Yeah.
And then I look this way and I see Mando coming and
Running.
he's like, I literally just went to go get a beer.
Yeah. I think somebody asked me for a beer. I even, yo, right quick, run to get a beer.
Yeah.
Literally that second, llega Toño. I was like, fuck. I
Well,
fucked this
me,
up.
like, okay, so let me explain the layout.
Yeah.
By the way, it was the end of the night. There was
Yeah.
nobody there but the people that were staying at that house,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Which was all the influencers and everybody. Where the baby was sleeping
Yeah.
was in front of una casita que tienen, right? And we were doing the confession camp behind una casita to kind of block out the noise from the DJ. So yeah, there was no visual contact of the confession camp to the baby. So we had to have Mando stand there with the baby while we went to go do the confession camp,
Fail.
right? So right to the side of La Casita, like in front of it, was the beer.
Yeah.
So literally from the beer to the baby was like 10 feet away.
Yeah,
Maybe.
10 feet.
But when Toño came, he just sees the baby stroller just there by itself. He doesn't know that Mando's right here 10 feet away grabbing a beer to
I had
walk
one
back.
job.
Yeah.
You had one job.
So I was coming around La Casita and I see Toño's face like he was
¿Qué pedo?
he was really like, really dejó la niña sola, you know? Because it was like midnight already, but everybody was outside chilling, vibing, you know? So yeah, I could see where Toño could put his foot down. you
yeah,
know?
he was not, I mean, he wasn't mad.
Oh,
but he
no,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Why'd you leave them? And I was like, I promise you it was Mando's job
Yeah.
to stay here.
And then there comes Mando like, I swear I just left.
Yeah, he
And Toño
came.
laughed about it.
So
you know?
Toño's there, Juani's there. I'm here. I'm like trying to figure it out. I'm like, you know what? You figure that out. I'm out of here.
Primero me meten los pedos y luego se va.
Yeah,
Nah, it
so-
wasn't a big deal. It was funny. It was funny at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
funny.
we laughed it off. The next one is it says you're the breadwinner in the relationship.
No.
We
It's
cleared
been-
that up earlier,
Yeah, we
right?
cleared
Yeah.
that up when I said he works here now, and you know he's my store encargado, so he brings in the same as I do.
Yeah.
It's 50-50.
So Las Tóxicas came on.
Mm-hmm.
They said nobody likes her in the rancho.
What?
I'm like, that's true. I'm just kidding.
No.
No,
I was like,
Thumbnail. Nobody likes Juani in the rancho.
You know what though? En el rancho
There's
de
got to be a reason somebody said
yeah.
that. What is it?
En el rancho de mi mamá, it's true. Like, well, not there, but the ones are like you guys know, yeah, from the
We're
ranchos.
from the
I know
rancho.
there's
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of ranchos around, so there is a lot of girls en el rancho que no me quieren porque cuando estaba joven yo traía pegue, yo no sé, like, so yo llegaba en diciembre a bajar los novios, yo no
Es
sé.
que llegabas del norte.
Llegaba del norte
en
a bajar,
diciembre a
yeah.
las fiestas. And,
I like the Mexican
What?
boys, you know, los rancho boys que te sacaban a bailar y te
Ay.
llevaban flores y de ahí traigo. One of my
It's a
cousins,
total
it's
vibe,
funny
huh?
because she actually, she just sent me like a
wait,
little
how do
meme.
you know, Armando?
I saw it on YouTube, you know. So
I
llegabas.
think. You're like, I think.
Yeah, I think. Llegabas de México
me
con
find
WhatsApp,
out.
¿o qué?
Yeah, güey, sí.
And delete it here?
No, and my cousin was like, dude, y siempre llegabas, me echabas un montón de enemigas a mí, and then you would
Oh,
just go
shit.
back y yo me quedaba con el montón de enemigas. You
Is
know?
the rancho small over there?
The ranchos are very small and they're very close. So like the rancho where I'm from and the rancho where my mom is from is literally like maybe a 3-minute
okay.
drive, and then there's like 10 other ranchos
But
around.
that's
so.
where you grew up until you were 10. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that makes sense as to why they specifically target you, because they
Oh,
know you.
They're like, ahí viene la pinche chaparra.
Oh,
a
No,
robarme
yeah.
el novio.
God.
Y eso, I mean, siempre hay envidia.
Yeah.
And
Te
your
superaste.
success,
You know,
yeah.
superaste. Now you're on YouTube and you're on
Yeah,
Instagram,
yeah.
Pa'
social
que vayan y
media.
digan, chiquillas.
Pa'
You got
que
your
vayan
own
y
company,
digan,
no?
yeah.
Pues sí,
But I
ya
want to
las
know
entendí.
who's the person
Nah,
that
you
wrote
can't see,
that.
you can't see.
What the hell? How does she know?
She's probably one, but you know,
Yeah.
a lot of those people support me now. Like I love to randomly see people from El Rancho wearing Rock'em because
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's badass.
we went in October. And fuimos para la fiesta del rancho, and I saw so many girls walking around with like
love
boots
that. Yeah, that's
and
sick.
like the
Goosebumps.
outfits,
Yeah,
and
that's
I
sick.
was like, oh my god, this is my I made it moment,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Because Antonio would be like, ask him for a picture, but I'm like, no, I'm shy. Like if they haven't come, they must know I own Rock'em,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because I post myself all the time.
Oh,
so
no, you'll be shocked. They
Yeah.
actually
You'll
be
don't
shocked.
know. They
Really?
don't know. Yeah.
We
get
had
that a lot.
we had that same experience in our rancho with people wearing our merch, right? Which we think is badass too. So we
Yeah.
told her right now that you said it, I got the goosebumps
Yeah.
because we've been there, right? But actually, no, I feel like a lot of people don't know that you're the face, and you want to know why? Because I feel like they'll get on let's say they get on our website, right? your face is not like the first thing they see. You might be one of the models in the pictures
randomly,
you know. But as far as like our face, I don't think that's what they see. You know,
that and it's gifts. You know, they're gifting boots. They gift the T-shirt. It's all gifts. So you don't know when somebody gives it to them. You know,
because one time I made the mistake of actually going up to somebody and being like, "Oh my God, we were jaripeo, right? She's wearing a taco cerveza y banda shirt and she looked cute." So I was like, "Oh my God, let me go take a picture of her so I could post her, you know, content, right?" So I go up to her and when I asked her, she was kind of like,
quack, quack, quack.
She was like,
"Why?"
Oh, sorry, Siri. She was kind of like confused, and I was like, "Oh, it's just so I can post you." And she was like, "Oh, okay." But
she's like, "Sure."
Very blank.
So she
no
had
idea. No idea.
And see, that was my fear because I was like, "How am I gonna go up to somebody, you know, and like just ask for a picture?"
No, I would suggest don't do it.
I was just looking and like admiring, like I'm just happy, you know. These people are wearing my stuff.
And last assumption: you want more babies?
No.
Yeah.
We're
Cerraste
done.
la factory.
Ya se acabó,
What? Yeah.
No, we wrapped it up.
Is it
2.
because you only wanted 2, or because it's a lot of work? Or
I wanted 6.
6.
Yeah, like yo juraba que iba a tener todo el pinche kinder. Porque yo dije, a mí nunca me van a dejar sola. You know, se va a casar uno, se va a quedar otro, y luego otro. And I'm always going to have somebody, like one of my kids around.
Yeah.
And then you have the first one. And then you're like, okay, maybe we'll do 4, you know? And then I had the second one back to back, and I'm like, okay, maybe we're done, you know? And Toño actually just wanted 1. So he was happy with...
That's cool.
Yeah, with Adriel.
Really?
Like, with Adriel, he was like, let's not have any more babies.
Yeah.
But then Aria came, and now he's like, okay, now we're really got to be done.
Because I was going to ask you, since you wanted so many kids, right? But then it got hard, like, actually having them. I was going to say, was adoption ever, like, a thing? Like,
well, I actually tell him, like, I feel like we're young, so if in the future we do want to have more kids, I would love to go that route.
Oh, that's dope.
I would love to go that route. You know, 35, 36, maybe 37.
Yeah.
And just adopt. I think that would be nice. I mean, I had him through C-section, so to me, like, going through surgery a couple of times, and I think you can only do 3.
My head right now. What is
it.
C-section?
A C-section? You don't know what a C-section is?
No, I had a process.
Yeah, so yeah, no, I think that we would love, well, I would love to go that route. I don't know about Toño.
Have you talked to him about it?
Yeah, I have, but he's a little bit more close-minded when it comes to stuff like that. Porque él es, pues, de rancho, you know, lo criaron diferente. So he's like, we'll talk about it once we get there.
Yeah,
so.
That's true. Why stress about it twice, right?
Yeah. Let's not stress about it right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, assumptions are done. In our email, well, down below, we share our email, and we tell our followers, our subscribers, to send us crazy stories or even some consejos if they need consejos about something or anything like that. We received one. I actually read this one to Lily earlier.
Because they want to know our
the cruda realidad.
Yeah, the realidad on it.
Yeah,
like, they want our opinion on stuff. So
I
don't think you're ready for this one, though.
No? Oh, my God.
Hey, camera, zoom into her face.
Yeah.
I'm like,
so try to show as much emotion.
Okay, let's see.
Just kidding. All right. So it says, "Hey, Lily and Mando, I love your videos and now a big fan of your podcast. So I wanted to ask everyone about how I should handle my situation. My partner of 5 years cheated on me while I was pregnant last year and got that girl pregnant as well. My son is now 8 months old and we are still together, but now is wanting to see the other baby for the first time. I know the girl doesn't like me and have gotten nasty comments from her before and has obviously shown that she has been hurt that my partner didn't stay with her and sends me a lot of envidia. My question is, here you go. Am I wrong for having a bad feeling about them seeing each other again? I would like to remain anonymous if you guys will use my story. Please and thank you. Love you guys."
Oh my God.
That was a roller coaster. That was a roller coaster of.
But you know what? I've heard that when cheaters cheat on women, typically is when they're pregnant. Like
what?
That. Yeah. I've heard that so many times.
Never getting pregnant.
Yeah,
again. Again. Ever. I've never been pregnant, guys.
I've heard that when they cheat is when a woman is pregnant.
I'm sorry. Back to you. Sorry.
Wow.
So they what?
Yeah, that they cheat whenever.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, that's like the prime time for a man or a cheater to cheat.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, with her, there's so many things going on. I mean, because
It's a lot.
She chose to stay with him, right?
Correct.
After this. So
Oh, she's tippy-toeing. No, you got to tell us exactly how you feel. Don't tippy-toe.
I'm trying to like...
Wait, let me give you some time to process this.
I already processed this.
You
so.
did?
Late,
you process it because I'm trying to find a nice way to say
yeah,
it.
late. No, wait. Lily lately on the podcast has been sugarcoating shit.
Yeah.
She is not giving us the hardcore Lily-based side of everything. So on this one, babe, I want you to go full on.
Okay,
let us know exactly how you feel and what she should do.
God.
You know, just give us a realidad.
Listen, girl, I just don't even know how you stayed with him. One, because I could never, right?
Oh shit, she's getting into it.
No. I just I'm the queen, and I've told you guys before. I'm the queen of leave him, sis. Like nobody should ever disrespect you like that, right? Ever. But the fact that you said, you know what, let's make this work. You gave him a chance, and I have seen stories where sometimes people make it work after they've been cheated on. Sometimes the guy realizes that he fucked up. Sometimes that guy changes for the better, and it does work out for couples. I've never been in that situation, so I don't know, right? So if that was your case, if you guys said, you know what, I'm going to forgive you, and he changed, and he knows he fucked up, and he changed for the better, and has been really, really good to you, I hope, this whole time. I don't see a problem with him trying to see the baby, because it wasn't the baby's fault, right? But I do see where you could be like, you're not gonna go see this woman, and that's okay. Like, he can see the baby without having to see that lady. You know what I'm saying? But if that lady is super toxic and envidiosa y no sé qué tanto, you don't have to ask that lady for nada, for permission. You guys can literally go to court, have the court give you guys decide, okay, what days are you gonna watch them, what days are she gonna watch them, and that is it. It doesn't matter what that lady thinks she could do or say. It's up to the court to tell you, you know. So if the court says, okay, you can have them 2 days, and the lady has them the rest of the days, then guess what? Those 2 days are yours. You could go pick up the baby with your husband, and they don't even have to see the lady. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I can see where that lady could be super mad and envidiosa and with all that, you know. But yeah, that is my opinion. You already chose to stay with him. It's not the baby's fault that he was born, you know. We're all adults, and I feel like that's just how I think you should do it. Take it to court and see, you know, make the court decide when, you know, it's a good time for you to see the baby and all that, you know.
Next time I'm in trouble, girl, so. I know who to go to talk some sense into me. You
she
know?
is really good at it. A lot of her friends call her, and she's on the phone for hours with them.
Because I tried to be better. Because before I would be the type like, nah, bitch, leave his ass. Why are you putting up with him? Somebody that truly loves you is never going to do that to you, right? Never, Armando. So don't even think about it, you know. But again, I'm grown. I'm 33 years old. I know, and I've seen relationships that they were super rocky. Maybe you guys were super young when this happened, and you grow up, you get better. You know, the guy might be, hopefully, right, very regretful of what he did, and now is a very good dad, very good to you. But if he's not a good dad, and if he's not good to you right now, and he's trying to see, no. Yeah. Now you can leave him.
Well, I've seen girls with like 6 babies, right? And putting up with the husband after 6 babies, 6, 7 babies, and then decide to leave her man 6, 7, 10 years later because they're tired of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you should have left when you wanted to leave. You know, don't wait, don't prolong this.
We need to normalize not putting up with shit.
Yeah, I think
and
so
just
too.
Leave when it's. If you know it's bad, just leave.
I mean, because I remember, I think, pues, back in the day, it was super like, what is it? Not deja vu. What's it called? That word against people leaving.
It was like frowned upon.
Frowned upon to leave because you never see it. But now it's like not a norm, but it's just more acceptable in society. You know?
Yeah. You know, you don't have to put up with anybody cheating on you.
Porque si toda la vida vas a vivir amargada, like, oh, he cheated on me, and you're gonna bring that shit up every day or every other day whenever y'all argue. It's not it's not healthy.
It's not gonna be healthy.
Or for the kids, you know, especially if they had a couple kids together.
A lot of people don't see that though. They don't understand what that means, that it's not healthy for the kids. And even me, that I don't have kids, I see that. I can see where, you know, you have to break, what is that, the
cycle.
You have to break the cycle. If I'm being toxic with let's say with you, and we have kids, our kids are probably going to grow up and be in the same situation. But if we broke that right now, we break up, I get in a healthy relationship, at least they'll have that example to hopefully grow to be, you know?
Yep.
But anyways, we never got your...
Yeah, I already see the comments. Yeah, you guys said it, but Juani didn't say nothing, so let's see.
I guess that's where I was going to, but you said it in a more, like, professional manner, right? But that's where I was going to. Like, if she had already chose to stay with him, then you kind of have to deal with that on the side. I think the guy stepping up to wanting to see the baby, not that speaks a lot about him, but he could have really dipped on the baby, you know, on the other baby, because he's like, okay, ya me perdonó y ya tengo un bebé chiquito con esta persona. So the fact that they want to see him, I would also be like, oh, I wouldn't want to take that away from the baby, you know? For example, Toño grew up without a dad because his dad passed away when he was very young. Wow. And I could see how it affects him, because some of the things that, like, my dad does with my brothers, he's like, oh, I never got to experience that. So I know the importance of having a mom and a dad in your life and, you know, how it could affect you. So looking at that point of view, I would probably allow him to do that. And I feel like the girl is just going to be mad regardless. I mean,
it's okay for the wife to be a little upset at the beginning. Like, those are normal roller coasters of emotions that you're gonna go through.
And I feel like even if the girl did it to herself, it's normal that she's mad at who he stayed with, the wife, you know, like, ella también se entregó con este muchacho. She had a baby with him, and I could see all the emotions going strong for her as well. So I could see where she would be mad, but now you have to choose your battles. Like, okay, you chose to stay with him, and now that's a battle you have to fight. Compromise. Like, I do think that the mom, you know, if the mom is present in the kid's life, then she has to be present, even when doing exchanges and things like that. So now they just have to learn how to live with that, because you forgave him, so now you have to suffer the consequences. That's part of your cruz. Dijera mi mamá, es la cruz que tienes que cargar y que tienes que caminar, you know, because you chose to forgive him.
And again, that is only if your man is being, like, amazing with you and you fully trust him now. He's like, regretted what he did. He's a completely different man. He's going above and beyond for your relationship. But if he's a piece of shit still, and if he's treating you bad, and he just looking, it sounds to me like he's just looking for an excuse to get back in those pants or something, then leave his ass, you know?
Yeah.
And it sucks for the homie. He's going to have to be on his tippy toes for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Like, he's got to make sure his girl is good, happy, trusts him. I don't know how long it takes for a girl to 100% trust after all that. I think never. I don't think she's never going to trust him, you know?
Especially because, like, after having a baby, your feelings, your hormones are all over the place, and like,
so I've heard from
like after I had Aria, we went through Toño got COVID, and like, you know, casi se me muere el güey. Entonces, like, casi se me muere. He literally was like,
he was bad?
He was on an oxygen machine already. Yeah.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, he was on oxygen already. He couldn't walk more than 2 steps before he didn't have any more oxygen. That's why he couldn't go back to work. That's why he started working for Rockon.
Oh, okay.
Because he was, since all those years of welding affected him when COVID hit. And he got COVID. So he was on an oxygen machine. My friend neighbor is a nurse, and she was like, if you don't take him to the hospital, se te va a morir aquí. Like, he's going to pass away. There's no way he's going to make it. Yeah. And so I think it didn't give me enough time to heal after baby. And even now, I'm still trying to, like, get my emotions back in place and, like, normalize. And, like, something major happened, but nothing major to, like, my love life. So I could see where, like, it's going to be hard. You know, after having a baby, you have to make sure that the guy has to make sure that he's amazing, and the girl has to make sure that her mental health is first. You know? Just
that's crazy.
Scary.
And the cool thing about all these emails that we get and the stories that we read, we get a part 2. So I'm not that I'm excited, but I can't wait till she emails us back and tells us, well, this is what happened, or this is what I did.
Dude,
I left that.
I will fly out there to do the part 2 to find out. ¿Qué pasó?
But yeah, I think we're closing up. On the way over here, I was thinking like how cool our podcast. Like we get to sit with somebody for almost an hour and chit chat. It hardly ever happens.
Yeah.
Because we're so busy with life, get the kids, get I gotta go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
You know, we never able to sit here. So thank you for, sitting with us today.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
And before we leave, we like to close out the podcast with motivation. So if you could shoot us some motivation for our followers back home, anything,
Yeah.
to motivate them.
I guess all I can say is just life gets better, things get better, have ambitions, have goals, and work on yourself. Love yourself first so that you can accomplish everything that you want.
Yeah, I love that.
That's good. That's good. But yeah, you got anything else, babe?
No, you guys, that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Juani, again, thank you for being on here with us, and thank you for inviting us to do this meet and greet, which I'm so excited for.
So excited, a little nervous, but by the time you guys see this, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit.
But,
¿Sí o no?
yeah, it's gonna be. Oh my God, ya me veo. But all right, you guys, we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.